What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Hey. Dallas got something up their sleeve. Hey. I'm interested to see. You've been searching for someone. What's going on, man? How y'all doing? How y'all doing out here? We gonna hear to talk a little bit, right? Dallas got some things going on that I'm very curious to see, man. I'm very curious. But we gonna give it another minute. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know, some of the cuts, some of the roster moves that they had made, cause it's very interesting. You know what I'm saying? They told you what they value. They told you who gonna be the bread and butter. But we all knew this though, you know. We would have to been oblivious not to see where they was going. And I'm glad that they did that. Not only did they make some moves that was for the future, they made some moves for the right now. But we're gonna give it another few seconds, man, and we're gonna get in this, man. We're gonna get in this. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Some, yeah. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. Yes, indeedy. We gonna get into it, man. Let me pull a roster up. So, what was interesting in that they cut both quarterbacks. Dak's on the roster. Of course, we're gonna roll with two. Um, when you make a move like that, I think that's. I'm not 100, man, but it just feel like Cooper Rush, unless they go after some of these backup quarterbacks that's been cut, like Ian Brook, Kellen Mond, uh, and maybe taking on projects like that. Um, but it'd be interesting to see. Let me see how long Danucci. Yeah, Danucci can mess around and get claimed. I guess they was like, shit, we ain't tripping. You know, if he get claimed, then it just is what it is. Um, I know they were like, I know they were like a couple of these players, man, to make it to the practice squad, but I'm not too sure if they will. But I'm very elated to see some of this on the defense, though. But we're gonna break this down by position, though. But I would like to see a better backup quarterback than both Cooper Rush and what you call it, Will Greer. I like to see a better both, somebody better than both, or somebody that you want to develop this year and make it come in, and you just roll with it, roll with the punches, and then have something for next year. Unless they feel like Danucci is going to clear them waivers and they're able to bring him back to the practice squad, because I don't want to give up on Danucci right now. I kind of like Danucci, man. I I just get a vibe that he can be our backup quarterback for the future, you know. But guess we're gonna see on that end. But so running backs, you know, was it Dowdle? Dowdle made it over Malik. Yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised though. I was thinking maybe Malik might have ended up being the better one, but why they went with Dowdle, I'm not surprised, nor am I disappointed, because Dowdle, he's going to get some carries this year, especially the way that we want to run the ball. So, I'm with that. I'm not too surprised. And then, since what's his name hurt, a tight end, Dalton, Jake, and Peyton Hendershot made the team. That's interesting. Hendershot. Um, but I think especially when Hendershot had got hit and he pretty much kept moving forward. And that helmet came off. I think that's what won him. And then when he had scored that touchdown, because look, one thing's for sure, is that we need receiving threats at that tight end position. And all three of them, Dalton Schultz, Jake Ferguson, Peyton Hendershot, can give us some type of receiving threat. And that's big. I haven't really seen why somebody would make the comparison yet, but I've seen comparisons to Hendershot and Hernandez. Like, I'm not gonna go far as to say that far, but if you can get Aaron Hernandez out of him, that'd be great. Because Dak is more of a he like to like I said, he like to throw it to the people that can win inside quick in them tight ends. You just gotta think about his rookie year, regardless if that was a rookie year or not. What did he throw it to? He threw it to Witten, Cole Beasley, threw it to the running backs, you know, and it was similar to like that at Mississippi State, as far as when they beat LSU. Look at the type of throws that he made, the type of throws that he was kind of comfortable with in making. So I'm not too sure. So I'm not too. As long as we got safety blankets, we'd be all right. And we got safety blankets with the running backs, the tight ends. I know he gonna really get comfortable with Jake Ferguson as he go along. Dalton Schultz, yeah, he comfortable with them. That's a big reason why they probably brought him back because they seen what was going on with Gallup and having Dalton as that safety blanket. Y'all can say what y'all want. I'm glad he's here for this year, but I still won't give him that contract though. I still would make this his last year, but I do like that he's back on that franchise tag, and he definitely is going to pay dividends for him being back. So that was a very smart move. And some of the moves that they making, I can tell that we've been panicking, but they ain't been panicking. Well, y'all been panicking. I ain't been panicking, but y'all get the picture. But so Tyler Smith, Connor McGovern, Biotis, Zach Martin, Steele, Josh Ball, Matt Farnick, and Matt Walesko made the team. I am not surprised by any of them. Tyron on that Tyron's on the injured reserve. Jerry feels that this man's gonna be back. I don't, but hey, they probably know something up in that room that we don't know. But I just don't think that the type of injury that he had, that he'll be back. I think if anything, maybe the quickest he'll be back is playoffs. If we get there, you never know what goes on in the season, but if we get there, which I believe we can and will, um, that'll be the earliest that you get that man back. But hey, we'll see. I told you, man, they're gonna do that tackle by committee thing. The only way that they'll probably what I'm saying, maybe let like Ball go is if they find a tackle, at least at minimum a swing tackle that's just better than him. But I doubt it though, man. They kept their own guys, man. All of these is their guys, on that O line. So they ain't going off of their guys, man. No, I'm not surprised, bro, of none of these picks so far. Uh Damn. Did I even look at the wide? Y'all, hold up. I need to pick up the wide receiver one. Give me a second, y'all. Give me 1 second. I didn't even see it. Hold up. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Let me pull this up. There we go. So, damn. Okay. So, no, this ain't the one. Hold up. Give me a second. What in Jesus' name? Lord. Hold up. Is what I'm looking at the truth? Okay, so we got wide receiver, right? Because I'm looking at two different ones right now. I'm looking at Brent. Okay, so I know Tolbert in, Gallup in, Noah in. I know Dennis made it. Turpin in, but Brandon Smith, he in. Hold on, let me confirm this real quick, family. Hold up. I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. But let me just double confirm it because I just lost my thing. There we go. All right. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Okay. I know I wasn't tripping. I know I wasn't tripping. Yeah. I know I wasn't tripping. Yeah. I was like, Semi. I was like, yeah. All right. So CD, Mike, Noah, Jalen, James, Dennis, Houston, Semi, and Cavante. And Malcolm Gallup gonna be out, James gonna be out. So, like I said, in other videos, let's go a little long. Let's go 6, and that's where we at. We at 6. Gallup won't be activated, and Washington won't be activated, of course. But the majority, the people who are gonna be doing the majority of, I think Dennis Houston gonna do a lot of more playing than what y'all think. Because to me, I don't think Tolbert is ready. I think Semi. I'm interested to see Semi. I think Semi might surprise y'all, man. And he might build up on what he always does, score touchdowns. But like I said, the bulk of your wide receivers gonna be Noah, Mike, CD, and Turpin. Hoping maybe Dennis Houston can give you some Cedric Wilson vibes or something. You know what I mean? But that's very interesting. Defensive line, I'm glad they went long here. And I'm not surprised about the cuts. I ain't gonna lie. I thought Basham would be gone, but hey, go long. You know what I'm saying? Go run for a Hail Mary. And that's what we did. So it's Lawrence, Gallimore, Osa, Dorrance, Dante, Chauncey, Sam, Quentin Bohannon, Tristan Hill, Terrell Basham, John Ridgeway. People was talking about, why did Ridgeway make it over Carlos Watkins? Because Ridgeway is better than Carlos Watkins. It's because Ridgeway will be better than Carlos Watkins. Because Ridgeway, all he needs is just a little bit more seasoning, and then he will contribute. That's why. Bohannon is better than Carlos Watkins. And when Gallimore and them, and Osa comes in sometimes and play the inside at nose, they're better than Carlos Watkins. Yeah. I knew off the rip Carlos Watkins was going to make this team. I knew off the rip. And I'm glad they went long because y'all remember that video that I said we need to go long at the heart of this defense. And the heart of this defense was D-line and safety. So I definitely fell on that. I was kind of a little bit I can't say I should be too shocked because they kept it sick. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, I'm back. Got a little maintenance going on where I'm at. But yeah, man. So you know what I'm saying? We got Micah, Layton, Anthony Barr, Cox, Gifford, and Harper. Now I told you, the reason why I like this because all your linebackers do something different, and Devin Harper is the most traditional linebacker that you got. One of them true middle linebackers that really go head on and really physical about his. So I'm glad that they was able to keep him because he really proved himself. Because I'm not gonna lie, when we first got him out there, I'm like, maybe special teams at best, which he will be probably playing a role this year because I think over the time he will be taking Gifford's spot. But at the same time, right? Don't be surprised in the future. You know what I'm saying? If he's one of them 4 linebackers, 3 line, yeah, come in. So you know what I'm saying? All your linebackers do something different. But so yeah, when it comes down to the cornerbacks, man, we got Diggs, Brown, of course, Lewis, Bland, Joseph, and the Shine. I mean, what a surprise at in there. There ain't no surprise. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was ready to give up on Kelvin Joseph. I didn't see why you should give up on Kelvin Joseph, man. When you sit over there and spend that high draft pick on him, you don't just give up on him after a year. That don't make no sense. Like I said, the man probably was just going through something mentally that he gonna have to get over. So you know he gonna have to fight through that. But the talent is there though. That's just what it is. The talent is there. It's gonna always be there. You know what I mean? Like I said, you know, when it's all said and done, uh, possibly he could end up being, you know, your best cover, you know what I'm saying, talent wise. Now, he ain't gonna be of Diggs caliber as far as, you know, his turnover ratio and him making plays. I don't think he'll be that. But when it comes to that sticky, man, I wouldn't be surprised, man, as far as being a man coverage, how, you know, it won't be like a Jimmy Smith and a Marcus Peters type of deal. So you know what I mean? Watch out for that. And of course, Bland, man, you know, we gonna have, man, multiple DBs, man, on that field. So having Bland make the team, you know, as far as his physicality is gonna come into play this season. You know what I'm saying? You know, he gonna have to get groomed and get some more of it when it come down to him being a corner. But when it comes down to certain packages, maybe a big packages in the future, man, you know what I'm saying? Bland might come in handy. Nashawn Wright gonna do a lot of special teams, man. You know, as far as being that gunner, I don't think, you know, I seen they cut CJ Goodwin, but I don't think that you understand me, that his role ain't gonna be too big. You know, he might come in on maybe certain packages here and there, but his role gonna be mainly special teams, which you gonna need. And then it's also proven that, you know, sometimes Jordan Lewis misses a couple games. So, you know, but for sure, you got to carry five though on game day. You got to activate five. As far as especially the way that we play, you got to carry five. Um, what's not? We went long on safety. Jaron Curse, Malik Hooker, uh, Donovan Wilson, Marquise Bell, and Israel. You know, part of the reason why they did all that, cut the two quarterbacks, cut the kicker, because they knew that if they released Marquise Bell, they knew that if they release Israel, they wasn't gonna get them back. So it's good that, you know, that they did what they had to do. They like, shoot, what do we want to do? Do we want to risk losing a couple quarterbacks? You know what I mean? Do we want to risk, you know, do we want to risk the kicker? You know, we're gonna get the kicker back. You know, the kicker can come sign back whenever it's time to sign back. But one thing that we know that we can't get if we put them on that market is these two safeties. And these two safeties is potentially your future. You know, Malik Hooker, the way he signed on his contract, you know, Donovan Wilson, what if, you know? And it ain't like Jaron Curse on a fat contract, and it looked like, you know, Marquise Bell, when it's all said and done, is going to end up being your Jaron Curse. So, you know, I'm glad that they didn't make them type of moves. But as far as potential moves, I think they got a trade or two coming. I think they trying to fill some things out, make some injury things. It looked like they was able to put Shank, what's his name, Champlin, on that injured reserve, and that's good though, because who knows, he might come in to make a big play, come into play on next year. When you know what I'm saying, you know, when you hear rumblings of Zeke might not be back, Tony Pollard gonna want a fatter contract, and you know Dowdle, you know he's a third running back, so it's potentially that you might have to have a whole new room of running backs. So you know, so with that being the case, man, it's good that they able to keep some of them running backs, especially a running back like him that's shifty, you know, because you just, man, you never know the future. And it looked like Dallas regardless of whether y'all agree with them or not, has prepared for the future. You know, y'all may not like some of the things that y'all see right now, but as far as preparation for the future, that's one thing that they did do. That's one thing they are doing. They even not only are they thinking about this year, they're thinking about the next year and years after that. So that's one of the reasons why, you know, right now you still got an incomplete roster because they can't lose some of the guys of that name. They couldn't lose them to waivers. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but the roster is incomplete. I mean, unless they gonna make a play for another kicker, which won't be a bad thing if he's better. But more than likely they're gonna bring him back. More than likely they're gonna bring one of the backup quarterbacks that they cut back. You know, and I don't know how they feel about McKeon and whether they feel like he's on over him Hendershot or not whenever he comes back. But you'll be able to get that dose. You'll be able to see because Hendershot gonna play. He gonna be activated. And especially when we running them two tight end sets, and we got to pound the ball, he definitely gonna get some. So man, we just like I said, when it comes down to the third tight end, man, just be available when it's time to be available. You know, but most def Ferguson, he definitely gonna play a key role when it comes down to blocking. Um, Kurt Ferguson for sure gonna play a key role. You know what I'm saying? And so, cause that's what we've been missing. Because Dalton Schultz, he's soft. He ain't gonna block nobody. And you know what I mean? He just want to look pretty and just catch the ball downfield. He don't want to get dirty. You know what I mean? So we needed a tight end that's gonna get dirty. And so Ferguson's for sure gonna be that dude that's gonna get dirty. So you know what I'm saying? So that's good. But like I said, I think they got some moves in the making. I'm not too sure what they gonna do. You already know, man. When it come down to Denzel Mims, man, I think they need to pull that trigger, man. But you never know with that. Uh, regarding your tackle position, I just don't think that they're gonna make a move on that unless it's just something that they get an offer that they can't refuse. But your tackles that y'all gonna roll with for a while is there because you got to think about y'all to think of the numbers. Don't look at the numbers because remember Zach Martin can go out to right tackle, Terrence Steele can go out to left tackle. Well, let's go gonna play left tackle. Charles Ball is your swing tackle, and then you got Tyler Smith that can play. That's gonna play left tackle. So you have different different combinations of tackles, and you can only hold a certain amount of number within your roster spot. And then you got Connor McGovern, if push come to shove, can play both guard spots plus center. Then you also got another center that you can that you've been cross training at guard and center. So you got depth and you got people that's cross trained. So if you expecting somebody, unless it's just a real upgrade, if you was expecting somebody regarding that tackle position, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Because Jerry hopped on 105.3 The Fan and told you off the rip that Tyler Smith was the guy. So, yeah, I wouldn't even get y'all hopes up on that. The only thing that I would pay attention to, like I said, is the wide receiver position. I wouldn't be surprised if they upgrade that, because James Washington ain't no lock. The young guys, they ain't did nothing. Turpin a lot, especially his special teams, especially, I mean, him being a special with the ball in that sense. But other than that, man, they ain't no locks. What if Gallup get hurt again? Then what? You know? So if you went to go get a receiver like Denzel Mims, you prepared for that. So you know what I mean? I think that they still looking out for wide receiver. They probably looking, having Cooper Rush as a backup plan, but if they can upgrade, I wouldn't be surprised if they go with the upgrade. I wouldn't be surprised if they use one of these pieces as a pawn. So I'm glad that they went long at the positions that we talked about on defense because that's going to be your bread and butter, man. The way that they played in preseason is the way that they're going to play. Defense is going to be your identity of this team. And on offense, man, we got to pound the ball more than ever. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. You're going to win a lot of games and you're gonna be in a lot of games. You're not gonna get blown out, but some games is gonna be ugly though. You're gonna have to win a little ugly a few of these games. It's gonna be a little ugly, man. You know what I'm saying? So definitely on that though, man. But yeah, man. I guess we just gonna wait and see on this. But yeah, man. Um, like I said earlier in the video, man, I'm not too enthused with Tyler Schmidt being at left tackle, but I guess they drafted him thinking that he could be your left tackle. They probably didn't think that Walesko was going to be there. Who knows? But I'm saying if Walesko turned into that dude, then you got to put him back to guard. But that's the good thing about him, though, because if this man could play tackle and guard, man, you know what I'm saying? All you got to do is, man, that's a luxury right there. And if he can be elite at both, if he can be like Larry Allen, come on, that's a luxury right there, man. But yeah, man. But yeah, man, we up out of here though, man. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe though. And man, we out.